It's Ramsey Dewey over here in Shanghai, China. The other day I did a live stream and our friend Dillon sent in a super chat with a question. He said, you should do a video on combat Hopak. I'd never heard of Hopak before, so I looked it up and we're gonna watch it together. This is the first time I've ever seen it. I have no idea what it is. So I looked up combat Hopak. The first video that showed up is from a channel called Cossacks, titled Combat Hopak, Martial Arts of the Cossacks, with the title also spelled out in the Cyrillic alphabet, maybe in Russian. So let's take a look at this. If I can get internet access here in the gym. This is gonna be slow. We're waiting for the video to buffer. All right. Oh. This already looks like Ukrainian dance. Ukrainian folk dance. I don't know where these folks are from. It says Cossacks, so man, these are like, if you don't know, I studied dance in college. I've got a degree in dance. I majored in modern health and human performance, modern dance emphasis, but I also did a lot of ballet, character ballet, folk dance, world dance, and I did a lot of Ukrainian folk dance as well. And except for like the boxing type of movements and the elbows and stuff, most of this, yeah, like these flips and the capoeira-like movements, the macaco type of movements, the jumping up into the splits, that movement right there, the coffee grinders, squatting and kicking and handstand kicks. Yeah, these are very much Ukrainian folk dance movements. And you'll see these all throughout, these former Soviet states. Movements like this in dance, at least that the men do. I should point out that if you do character ballet or traditional Ukrainian folk dance, the women's dancing, it's small movements, pretty movements, and the men do these big, extravagant, swinging, jumping, high energy, explosive movements. It's like the most intense calisthenics, man. This type of movement will make you very strong. Now, how much of it is actually applicable to fighting? Now, I see some of what they're doing is very clearly fight-oriented, like hitting the pads, basic punches and kicks. And some of it is like that folk dance type of training that will definitely make you fit and strong. Man, those pikes, those double leg pikes, that is an ab workout, man. That will up your cardio, that will up your strength, that will make you explosive. So even if you never do that stuff in a fight, that's great. So this is really interesting to me. I think a lot of traditional martial arts tend to include a lot of traditional calisthenic type of movement that are like the exercises, and sometimes those get integrated into the forms. And so people who don't know how to fight sometimes get confused and they see somebody jumping up and doing pikes or jumping up into the splits or doing flips and stuff, and they're like, oh, that would never work in a fight. Except that's not necessarily the stuff you're supposed to use in a fight. That move right there, flipping on the back. Yeah, totally a folk dance movement. So one of the reasons that the men's movements in Ukrainian folk dance is so explosive and so high energy, and you've got to be really physically fit to do it, is specifically to make men fit. Like dancing for women and dancing for men, as far as following traditional gender roles, totally different things. Why do women dance? To look beautiful, to show off their femininity. Why do men dance? To look strong, to be strong, to show off their masculine virtues, man. Nothing wrong with that at all. That's beautiful. That's beautiful movement. Let's watch one other video. Let's see what else we have. Maybe we can find a fight. Let's look up combat Hopak fight. See what we can find. So those are really cool movements. Let's see here. First thing, Cossacks also has a video. Cossack martial arts sparring. So let's see what their sparring looks like. So apparently the same guys using their combat Hopak for sparring. Okay, dude's stretching out. This dude's shadow boxing over in the corner, wearing the big baggy traditional trousers. I don't know what those are called. Throwing some side kicks. Are they gonna spar, or is this one of those videos where they call it sparring or real fighting, and then all we see is, is throwing kicks and punches at nobody. Jake Mace used to do this all the time. Okay, they got some gloves on. Looks like they're doing some light sparring. So far, it looks like a friendly boxing match, you know, just a light sparring thing. Okay, they got some decent head movement. Nice, almost a check hook there. We're not quite connecting. I'm not sure if they're not connecting on purpose because, you know, they're being friendly or they're just missing. But yeah, these guys have a decent movement base. Okay, good guard on this guy on the right. Guy on the left in the blue pants, keeping his elbows in nicely. Slipping to the right nicely. I'd like to see him counter once he slips to the right. I mean, obviously we're not seeing any of those big explosive folk dance type movements. They threw a couple of kicks. So far it looks kind of like a boxing or a kickboxing match wearing some fancy trousers. Slow motion kick right there. It looks like he feinted a sweep, tried for a sweep, and then went for a round kick. That's a cool combination. Okay. I like it. I'm into it. There was a high kick, dodges that. And I was sparring with a friend from Russia the other day. I kept thinking I was setting up my high kick really well, but he kept ducking it just like that. So I don't know if he knows anything about combat Hopak, but same movement pattern. So yeah, these guys seem to know what's up. Maybe let's see one more. See if we can find a fight. I don't know if there's like a combat Hopak fighting tournament anywhere, but yeah, this is interesting. It's like a combination of like folk dance movement and fighting and sparring, and looks like they got some swords in this video. Okay, is this one of those martial arts where they also practice with swords? Let's take a look. Okay. This one is also from the Cossacks channel, has 1 million views. Sword fighting masters of the Cossacks. Let's click on that and see what they can do with their swords. All right, so it's showing this guy practicing by himself. Another guy also in those baggy trousers, flipping the sword around, doing some cool movements. Are they gonna spar though? Let's see if they do some fencing. Oh, 2 swords at once. Well, it certainly looks cool. That's some nice movement. These guys seem to be in shape, very coordinated. Now, obviously, fencing is a very different thing than a demonstration like this. And people who are good at flippy sword demos aren't always fencers. People who are good at fencers aren't always good at doing the impressive, fancy-looking movements. Some people can do both. Let's see if these guys can. Again, I haven't seen this video. I don't know if they're going to fence. Okay, it looks like they are. Interesting. Yeah, they don't even have any safety equipment. I don't know if this is choreographed. It might be. If it's not choreographed, I hope those swords are blunted. If it is choreographed, it's a cool looking piece of choreography. I know a lot of people who follow my channel are big historical European martial arts buffs, and so you might be looking at this like, these guys absolutely suck at the saber. I would, I don't know. I'm not an expert swordsman. You know, I pick up fake swords once in a while and fence with some friends, just for fun, as a hobby once in a while. Probably make a complete fool out of myself, but yeah. It's a nice little demo, so. Oh, he's throwing a kick. That looked like a low blow. Or maybe it was a push to the leg, I'm not sure. But yeah, that was cool, man. So thanks for bringing that up to my attention, Dillon. Yeah, thanks for sending in that super chat. That was super interesting. Combat Hopak, everybody. So tell me what you think of Combat Hopak, and if you know of some obscure martial art I've never heard of, please let me know in the comments down below. Thanks for watching. Now get out there and train.